Hello Maka learners! Welcome back! Today, we will learn about how humans can affect the balance of nature. Many of the cities and towns in our country get flooded even after an ordinary rain. Do you have any idea what causes this? Do you realize what we are responsible for disasters like this? That we are responsible for upsetting the balance in nature. This is what we will talk about in this lesson. After this lesson, you should be able to analyze and discuss the effects of pollution, forest denudation, erosion, siltation, eutrophication, destruction of wildlife, radiation fallouts, and leaks and biological magnification. Discuss the role of man in maintaining the balance of nature. Formulate ways to avoid ecological problems and devise a plan on how to take care of your community and avoid ecological imbalance. Do you know the different activities of man that adversely affect the environment? A list of some of these activities is given in this module. Here they are. Pollution. Pollution is defined as the adverse effect on the natural environment of a harmful substance that does not occur naturally, like industrial and radioactive waste, or the concentration of harmful levels of a naturally occurring substance, like nitrates. There are three types of pollution. These are 1. Air pollution. The contamination of the air with substances such as vehicle exhaust fumes and byproducts from industrial processes. The following are some causes of air pollution. Smoke from vehicles. Chlorofluorocarbons or CFCs, which are chemical compounds composed of chlorine, fluorine, and carbon, formerly widely used as aerosols, propellants, and refrigerants, but now banned by many countries as a result of concern about the damaging effects on the ozone layer. Smoke from factories and other industrial plants. Air pollution can lead to even greater problems. These include ozone depletion and global warming. The ozone layer is a layer of the upper atmosphere between 15 and 30 kilometers above Earth's surface, where ozone filters harmful ultraviolet radiation from the sun and prevents it from reaching the Earth. Using harmful chemicals like the CFCs can deplete the ozone layer and thus cause numerous environmental problems. It can even lead to global warming, a gradual increase in the average temperature of the Earth's surface and its atmosphere, which has been attributed to the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect refers to the warming of the Earth's surface as a result of trapping of long-wave radiation by carbon dioxide, ozone, and certain other gases in the Earth's surface. Global warming can cause radical climatic and temperature changes, which can ultimately lead to the melting of polar ice caps and flooding in low-lying areas. 2. Land pollution refers to the contamination of land with harmful substances. The following are some causes of land pollution: dumping of toxic waste materials and landfill seepage. 3. Water pollution refers to the contamination of any body of water with industrial waste, sewage, and other materials that are considered to be detrimental to living organisms. The following are some of causes of water pollution: dumping of industrial waste, improper disposal of garbage, and oil from defective water vehicles. Forest denudation. Forest denudation or deforestation can be caused by the following practices. Kaingin farming, also known as slash and burn farming, involves cutting down trees, then replanting crops on the land where the trees were once planted. Illegal logging, the practice of cutting down lots of trees without replacing them. Siltation. Siltation is the process that contributes tiny soil particles to water bodies through natural and human-induced erosion. The following are some of the causes of siltation. Agriculture. The processes involved in farming can loosen the topsoil of agricultural lands, which can lead to erosion and later on siltation. Channelization, the process of building dams and waterways, and mining. Eutrophication. Eutrophication is a process where the body of water becomes overly rich with nutrients from sewage disposal and runoff of agricultural fertilizers, which results in overgrowth of algae and depleted oxygen levels in the water, leading to the death of aquatic animals. The following are some of the causes of eutrophication: improper sewage disposal and runoff of agricultural fertilizers. Wildlife destruction. Wildlife refers to wild animals, birds, and plants in general. Endangered species are plant and animal species that are in danger of extinction in the near future, either because their populations have fallen to very low levels or because they only occur naturally in few restricted areas. The following are some of the causes of widespread wildlife destruction. 1. Transforming their natural habitat into parks and sites for commercial centers. 2. Game hunting. 3. Deforestation. Radiation fallouts and leaks. A radiation fallout occurs when a cloud of radioactive dust scatters to nearby places after a nuclear explosion. This fallout causes incidences of gastrointestinal diseases and thyroid cancer. Radiation leaks, on the other hand, occur when a liquid, gas, etc. passes in or out of a chemical or an industrial plant accidentally. Biological magnification. Biological magnification is a process by which substances such as pesticides or heavy metals become concentrated as they move up the food chain. Look at the following food chain to understand how biological magnification occurs. The given diagram shows us how DDT, or dichlorodiphenyl trichloroethane, can affect the organisms in a food chain. DDT is a highly toxic chemical compound formerly and widely used as an insecticide, but use of it has been banned in most countries due to extensive pollution of the environment resulting from its use. DDT-containing pesticides that somehow made it to a body of water magnifies in terms of effects as it moves from a lower-order consumer to a higher-order consumer and so on up the food chain. This implies that the effects of DDT on each level of consumer will be magnified in value as you go up the food chain. That the higher the consumer is in the food chain, the worse of it will be. Population refers to all the people or organisms living in a particular country or area. It can be affected by 4 different factors. 1. Natality rate refers to the number of organisms being born at a given period of time in a certain locality. 2. Mortality rate refers to the number of organisms that die at a given period of time in a certain locality. 3. Immigration rate refers to the number of organisms that move into a certain locality at a given period of time. 4. Emigration rate refers to the number of organisms that move out of a certain locality at a given period of time. Based on a given diagram, natality and immigration add to the population of a certain place at a given time. On the other hand, mortality and emigration reduce the population of a certain place at a given period of time. If the population of a certain place increases, there will automatically be an increase in the demand for food as well. And as the demand for food increases, the supply should also increase. As the producers of food adjust to keep up with the demand, they will be forced at times to engage in activities that may cause an imbalance in nature. Let's remember, pollution is the adverse effect on the natural environment of a harmful substance that does not occur naturally or the concentration to harmful levels of a naturally occurring substance. Chlorofluorocarbons are chemical compounds composed of chlorine, fluorine, and carbon, formerly widely used as aerosol propellants and refrigerants but now banned by many countries as a result of concern about the damaging effects on the ozone layer. The ozone layer is a layer of the upper atmosphere between 15 and 30 kilometers above the Earth's surface, where ozone, which filters harmful ultraviolet radiation from the sun and prevents it from reaching the Earth, is formed. Global warming is the gradual increase in the average temperature of the Earth's surface and its atmosphere. The greenhouse effect refers to the warming of the Earth's surface as a result of the trapping of long-wave radiation by carbon dioxide, ozone, and other gases on the Earth's surface. Erosion refers to the loosening, fragmentation, and transport of rock materials by water, wind, ice, gravity, or living organisms, including human activity, from one place to another. Siltation is a process that contributes tiny soil particles to water bodies through natural and human-induced erosion. Eutrophication is a process wherein a body of water becomes over-enriched with nutrients from sewage disposal and runoff of agricultural fertilizers, which results in overgrowth of algae and depleted oxygen levels in the water, leading to the death of aquatic animals. Biological magnification is a process by which substances such as pesticides or heavy metals become concentrated as they move up the food chain. Well, this is the end of the module. Congratulations for finishing it! Did you like it? Did you learn anything useful from it? I hope you did. See you on our next episode, mga ka-learners!